Hoops, 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 hoops. What's good, y'all? This is Who's Legion. My name's Vaughn.
I'm Antho, a.k.a. the internet's biggest hater.
You know what it is, man. It's the All-State, the All-Pro, the D1 Jackass, your boy Day.
Yes, sir. We back again with another episode, man. We got some good topics for y'all.
Yes,
NBA
sir.
movement been happening like crazy. Trades, signings, all that stuff become official tomorrow too. So we here right before everything gets finalized. But what's today, man? We here July 5th, Friday. It was like 10 p.m., man.
Yeah.
We always got them late night shoots, man. That's what we got time after we off work. But we here for the grind.
You lucky I ain't start saying like 75 degrees.
Oh man, yeah, you could have though.
It was right.
But
It was right there.
yeah. But before we get started, give y'all a little preview, man. We're gonna talk about obviously all the free agency stuff. You know, the Paul George signing, Klay Thompson to the Mavs. You know, all the other little things that y'all might want to hear about. Maybe some Hornets fans out there that want to hear about their things that they had going on. We're gonna talk about Zach Lavine and DeMar with the Bulls. What's going on with them? We're going to talk about winners and losers, who we think our winners and losers of the offseason are. We're going to play a game, and then we're going to have a little throwback question for y'all to top it off, man. But other than that, it's going to be a cool episode, man. And also, if y'all want to leave a voicemail or a text message for the pod, man, number's 567-686-8230. But, yeah, other than that, how y'all feeling today, man?
Oh, boy. 4th of July was a time yesterday, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. I was chilling. You sound like you had a time. I was in a chill, like out in the water.
See, like you feel me? You was out and about. You feel me? You was out.
Yeah.
You really was outside too, though. In a way. You feel me?
Yeah. I was.
I said, but us, bro, we
Popping them firecrackers and shit.
Yeah.
That's what we was doing for real.
We was out, but we didn't. We
Shooting
was
off them Roman candles and shit like that.
for like giant ass kids, man. Just,
Oh yeah.
Y'all was letting them fireworks fly. I ain't do no fireworks for real. I was watching fireworks, but I wasn't shooting them off like normal.
I bet you that shit was cool though, viewing it from where you was at. You know.
It was cool. I mean, I did. The thing is, though, we went for the fireworks because it was put in Bay.
Yeah.
And the last ferry leaves at like 9, so they don't do the fireworks till like 10. So I was like, bruh, what kind of bullshit is that?
Yeah,
so
yeah.
we had to get back. I thought I was gonna miss the ferry. I was like, bro, we about to be stranded here with nowhere to stay. But we made it, and yeah, it was cool. It was cool, man. But
That's
just
good,
being by the
man.
water.
That's good.
that's cool, man. That's for sure.
I definitely want to light some fireworks like y'all though.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
for sure, man.
yeah.
We had grilled and stuff like that too.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like drunk, like grilled and stuff for sure. Then we definitely let some off too. Like some, we was just.
Y'all was at the apartment.
No. Yeah, we was at Tony House. We was at Tony House.
Oh, okay.
What was
like-
that? What was that one firecracker we popped off? It was like that big black box. You
Oh,
remember? What was that called, bro? It had like a weird name to it too, bro. I forgot what it was even called, bro.
I don't know. Only I can't really remember the name. I think
Yeah, it had like 16 different shots coming out of it and shit like that. It was pretty crazy.
Yeah, bro. Like then, we had to, put some milk and cookies out, for Terry. You feel me? Because like we had to put it in reverse.
That's crazy.
Weeks.
If you know, you know that reference.
Yeah, I know that reference.
Oh, man. So like, since I was drinking kind of heavier yesterday, so we went kind of light today. So what that means, we got some Jose Cuervo, but it's like just some little mix. So this nothing too crazy, boy, because don't want to overdo it. So by all means, bless that for me.
I hear that.
Bless that for me.
Margarita.
People at home,
What's the percentage on that, man?
And drink responsibly.
percentage
curious.
10%.
Okay, that's not that bad.
Yeah,
It's not that
it
bad.
ain't too bad.
10%. I needed it. Thank God. And wait, who we blessing it for today? Who's getting the special blessing for today?
Damn, Whitney.
Whitney?
Yeah, Whitney. Kendrick
You
Lamar.
slow.
Kendrick
You
Lamar
so
fiance
stupid.
out there dancing
Okay.
in the music video of. I don't know if that proved anything, but she was in the video.
She was dancing. It was a good video, though. I also want to go give a blessing out to Angel Reese, though, for making the All-Star team, too.
We blessed WNBA players
Okay,
probably
yeah.
every episode. Probably the same few too.
Yeah, but like just for her for sure, because she for sure just won all like.
Kayla Clark too.
Okay,
Kayla Clark
then,
made it
then.
too, yeah,
Even though
yeah.
I'm rocking with Angel Reese though for sure.
I said,
gotta
yeah.
give it.
And she broke the record for
Oh,
for
yeah.
most double double. So as from
Oh,
a
yeah.
rookie,
Congrats to her then, man.
not really been not in like ain't gonna like her game not be the prettiest.
I saw those clips of her grabbing the rebounds though. She be horsing though, you know.
Wait, no,
I like her game, man. I don't know. She really another Asia Wilson. I see their game similar.
Yeah, it's really just strictly bully ball for
really, straight up bully ball.
No finesse or nothing. It's just strictly I'm about to just get to the bucket.
All right, man. So let's get started right off the top, man. So we're gonna get right into the Sixers getting Paul George, man. I know y'all saw that. And it happened a little bit after our last pod, I believe. So,
yep.
My question is, how good do you think the Sixers are going to be now with the addition of Paul George? Obviously, they re-signed Maxey and et cetera. They're obviously not finished with their team building, of course. They're probably still going to make additional moves. But just from the outlook of now, looking at all these teams, a lot of them unfinished, do you feel like the core of the Sixers actually makes them a threat to the Celtics in the East?
It makes them a threat on paper, but like when you actually look at the actual body of work and these guys' individual performance, like 2 of the 3 of this big 3 are always at least injury prone, and then it comes down to Tyrese Maxey. So like, yes, they can challenge the Celtics, but I don't think they're the biggest threat to them. You know, like I do like the additions of Eric Gordon and Andre Drummond.
Yeah,
because Andre Drummond, he's probably been the best backup big in the Joel Embiid era. In my opinion. And Eric Gordon's a nice complementary shooting player. You know, they just lost Buddy Hield, so they had to replace him with another shooter. So I would say this. They're not the biggest threat to the Celtics, in my opinion, but it does make them really good. You know what I'm saying? Like, it makes them better.
Yeah. I mean,
I don't know.
What you think?
I think personally, out east, they're probably like the best contenders out there, like out of everybody out east. Bro. I think so because I do like what New York did, but at the same time, bro, there's no one really. They like their offensive like scoring. It doesn't match up to what Philly can do on the offensive side. You know, from Tyrese Maxey, Joel Embiid, and PG, they're all like their scoring is definitely gonna match up with Boston even more. And and the fact like Paul George he ain't the best defender, but at the same time he can still like defend like pretty good.
Who not the best defender?
Paul George.
Paul George is a pretty good defender.
He ain't the
Why
defender.
You say that like
but he's not the defender like we're like how he used to be.
Oh, okay. You're saying like
his
defense kind of dropped off in the last couple of seasons.
You feel me?
I feel like Kawhi's dropped off more than his.
Nah. Kawhi's he got to be there. He got to just make sure he there first. Then we can really say that. But at the same time, I just think Boston. It's still the higher team to beat, but I think Philly does look good with the core like between Maxey and Joel. But I do agree with you saying though, like with Paul George and the B both being out, like having like issues and stuff like that with their health, so that will be a big concern. Yeah, because for anybody.
Yeah, because it's gonna be the success of this roster is gonna be contingent upon whether or not Joel Embiid is gonna be healthy or not. I think personally, if I were to choose a team that's the biggest threat to the Celtics, I think it would be probably the New York Knicks. I just think overall as a overall roster, like how it's constructed, I just think they're better pound for pound.
Yeah, so I think I'm gonna go Knicks as like the biggest threat in the East, but I'm saying that because I'm saying it hesitantly because I'm waiting to see what other like the next move that the Sixers make because I feel like they still got like a solid amount of cap space if I'm not mistaken. I mean Drummond didn't sign for that much and neither did Eric Gordon, of course. So. Outside of Paul George, I feel like they still got enough to at least maybe make a trade. Me personally, I don't know what this player is going for. Yeah. But I would love to see Kyle Kuzma on that team.
Kyle Kuzma?
Me personally. That's just what I think. I would like to see another 4. Like a 4 that can shoot, stretch the floor next to Embiid. And Kuzma obviously already knows how to play next to superstars. So I feel like that would be a great fit. Like I said, I don't know how realistic that is. I don't know what the Wizards are trying to, get him for. I haven't heard nothing about the Sixers being connected to him or anything. So this is my hypothetical in my mind. But obviously the free agency pool's kind of drying up. So I'm not really sure. I'm guessing the next move will probably be through like a trade, if anything, if they were to go bigger. But maybe they just fill it out with role players or something. But I still feel like they need that one more like high level role player. Yeah. Like Drummond and Eric Gordon are cool. And Drummond is a pretty high level backup, but he still has hella limitations. But if they can get like another like solid ass role player, like starter type role player, then I would feel better about it. Because you got Kelly Oubre, you got Tyrese Maxey, you got Paul George, you got Joel Embiid, of course. And I just feel like if they got one more high level like starter role player at the 4 or something,
I don't even think so. For real, I think they really don't need. I think they really don't need like the best forward. Like I feel like I kind of agree with you. I do agree with you trying to say like they probably should go get like a big time, not a big time piece at the forward, but I feel like just a okay forward would be fine for them.
Cause I view it as like, you look at the Celtics, and then you look at the Knicks. Both of them are like 8-9 dudes deep. You know what I'm saying? Like you need the depth, and again, I agree with you. You said that like they need to do some more things to fill out their roster, and they probably will. Yeah. But as of like, if we're just judging them right now, I would say the Knicks are just better when it comes to depth.
Yeah, I don't think they need a star. I think it's good that they got the three, Tyrese, Paul George, but that's why I say just a high level role player. Like even though Kuzma is like averaging 20s and stuff, he's in Washington. Yeah, when he goes back into a team that's probably like got stars bigger than him, I feel like he'll know how to fit. So I just use him as an example, but somebody that fits his skill set, even if he's not as good as Kuzma, would still be, I think, beneficial. Like a 3-and-D wing, another wing, because you saw what the Knicks did. They went wing heavy, and the Celtics are wing heavy. So I feel like in the East, wings is just the way to go. And getting Drummond was really important though, because like you said, he was a great backup for Embiid because Embiid would miss a lot of time, and Drummond holds down the fort pretty good. I've seen it personally when Vooch went out. Drummond was averaging like 14 and 16 in like 30 minutes. So it's like, bro's a tank.
And shit, for sure. He definitely looks good, like definitely behind Embiid. So that's definitely one thing. That's one thing I feel like the Nuggets should be doing is looking for a backup for Jokic.
Man.
Oh yeah.
They did a couple things.
A couple things. Yeah, a couple things. We saw KC. Hey, not to get off topic here, but the fact KCP went to Orlando of all places was kind of wasn't kind of like thinking like why Orlando?
I mean, we gonna get to that later. That's on my list of things, but I think
he got paid too.
Yeah, he got paid, and then they needed a player like him though.
Yeah, agreed.
But it's about that money.
Yeah, I get it.
But I heard he got basically the same from the Nuggets, so maybe, I don't know. Who knows, man?
Well, anyway, man, so R.I.P. to the Splash Brothers, man. R.I.P. to the Splash Brothers.
Oh, man.
Man, I got tears.
Yeah, man, so, man,
I don't got no sound for them.
It's cool, bro. Don't worry about it. I'm going to play the world's smallest violin.
Get that. Yeah, I was going to say.
Oh, I should have been prepared.
You feel me, man? But, bro, so, like, with that happening, man, that's, Steph, Klay, man, being the best, arguably the best backcourt duo of all time. Had to see it happen. But I understand, when it's time to leave, it's time to leave. So, man, you think that's a bigger loss for Golden State losing Klay, or you think that's a come up for the Dallas Mavericks?
It's like the bigger impact, you think?
Yeah.
You can start, man.
Okay, I'm gonna go. It's clearly a bigger impact for the Mavericks because they needed to make this move and they needed to make an upgrade over Tim Hardaway Jr. and they did just that. They also acquired Najee Marshall to go along with it in Quentin Grimes.
I like that.
Those were some great pickups. I've never seen a team where they go to the finals and then they get better like right after. This was like an immediate upgrade. So I would say this move may be the reason why they get to the finals again. So I would say that, and it's not like Klay leaving Golden State, it's sad and everything like that. Curry doesn't have his running mate anymore, but it wasn't like he was benefiting them that much in his last season anyway. Yeah. So I'd say Mavericks have the bigger impact with that.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna say the Mavericks have the bigger impact just because the Warriors were already ass with Klay last season. So it's like him leaving. I mean, how much more ass could they get? They did replace him with like Buddy Hield and stuff, who actually is in the top two. Him and Curry are top two most threes made in like the last 5 seasons.
Yeah.
So Buddy Hield's not all that either, but he can bite the hell out of an apple though. It's definitely a bigger impact for the Mavericks because he adds that shooting. He's gonna be that outlet for if they try to double Luka or Curry at all.
Yeah.
I don't know what difference it makes if they run to the Celtics again, but they definitely might have a chance to make it back to the finals. My question just relies a lot on Klay. Like, how's your defense looking at that 3 spot if they put him there? And then, are you going to hit your fucking shots? Like, we can't have that last Klay game that he had in the Warriors jersey. That shit was terrible.
Against Sacramento.
And I ain't gonna.
He has a Ray Allen arc to the end of his career.
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
Yeah,
If
bro.
he gets that, then that's we cooking.
I'm really interested to see how Kidd is actually going to utilize him in that lineup too. Like is he just going to play like kind of like the same role he did with Golden State, or is Kidd going to use him in a different like type of way?
But yeah, I get what you're saying though. Like you feel me? Because think about with Golden State, he had like flare screens, pin downs and stuff like that.
That's what he made it off. I don't want to see him dribble. I think his dribbling is atrocious.
Yeah, hell no.
But at the same time, I don't know, bro. Because think about it, like I'm kind of iffy with it because I don't know who was more like the more bigger impact. Because think about with Golden State, Klay had a hell of a green light with Golden State because he was Klay Thompson. Now we get to Dallas. Now you got Luka and Kyrie there.
Is that bad though? Because a lot of them shots he was taking in Golden State were low key just fucking ass. Like I mean, he low key had a green light, but sometimes that light was a little too green, especially like after that injury, because he was pulling bullshit. It would be a lot of times where I'm like, why the fuck is Kerr letting him pull that? You feel me? I know that's Klay, but like, let's dial it back a little bit. That wasn't the shot for that time.
I'm saying though, like I don't know, like do you think limiting Klay's like his shot attempts would be better for him?
Yeah, because he's not on the Warriors. On the Warriors, he was asked to be that second guy. He's clearly not that.
And I'll even say this. I'll even at this point, like in the playoffs, you saw a lot of times Luka kicked it out to Derrick Jones Jr. and PJ Washington for those threes, those corner threes. He's going to be kicking it to Klay now. So
and you still got PJ Washington.
Yeah, and you
Derrick
still got
Jones Jr.
PJ.
No, upgrading from Derrick Jones Jr. is pretty solid. Hitting that three.
Yeah,
because Derrick Jones Jr. ain't really no shooter. I mean, he's not firsthand, but. Now that he got Klay there, it's really the defense for me. Like, can he hold it down at the three? If they're starting him at the three in place of where Josh Green was, can he hold down the defense? Because Josh Green had energy. He's not the best defender either. He's not a lockdown, but he's an energetic defender.
Yep.
He gonna try to go for rebounds. He gonna do all that. So Klay, I wouldn't say he's like a hustle, energetic type of player, but he might be able to clamp up on some 1v1 situations. But like, I just want to see what impact does he make other than the 3-point shooting, because to me that would be like important for a team like the Mavericks, especially when you got Luka and Kyrie at the 1 and 2.
So yeah, for sure, man. Also, I wanted to ask y'all, man. So since Klay did leave, which either of the Splash Bros do you see win the championship first?
I'm going with Klay. I'm going with Klay because he on a team with Luka, and Steph Curry is on a dying team. In my opinion,
I don't know. They seem like they kind of they making something shaky.
I don't really like. Yeah, the team cool, but I just feel like they need something else, bro.
I mean,
to me personally,
they need,
me personally, I know they went for Buddy Hield. I don't see why they didn't just get Zach. Like, I don't really understand that. Like, to me, I kind of like the idea of that. Like, I mean, I like the idea that Buddy Hield, like, his season wasn't that great last year, and I mean, like,
but it's like,
not even 30.
I mean,
he's not even 30. Like, I just would have took a swing on that. Like, what else do they have to lose at this point?
I don't know, bro. I think what Golden State trying to do, I think they're really trying to develop, Kuminga and Podziemski up. So I think that's what they're actually trying to do. That's why they probably let Klay go. So they probably like, you know what? Let these young guys develop and let them go see what they have and what they're.
Yeah, clearly they want to start pop Podziemski over Klay, which is why Klay probably part of the reason Klay probably left, and that's probably also part of the reason that they turned down Lavine, because Lavine would obviously have to start over him.
Yeah, exactly.
So I mean, but damn, is that serious? Like, you got to start Podziemski like that?
The young man was good.
I feel like he'd be a great 6-man though. Like, he'd be a fucking amazing 6-man.
But when I'm saying that, like, when
he's still young, he could start eventually in his career. But like, why not just like get like a actual starter level? Podziemski could come in and not be ready for the starter spot at all.
But when he did start, he looked great.
He did, but he's still a young player. I mean, hey, they got a lot of faith in him.
Yeah, so think about it. Like, I feel like I like the way like Golden State actually constructed right now. Like this,
it's not constructed bad. I was just thinking like, maybe one more All-Star. Like, why would I just thought another All-Star level player would?
Oh yeah,
but maybe they see All-Star potential in Podziemski.
I think it's Kuminga for real. But
it's only they see it in both. They don't trade. They're untouchable. So clearly they must think like they're All-Star potential in both of them, right?
They was trying to get them a star. They just failed
because they don't want to trade them. Everybody asking for them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, give us Kuminga, give us Podziemski. They're like, nah.
So we got Andrew Wiggins.
Hey, I will say though, that Chris Paul for Poole trade still looks ass.
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
That shit still looks ass. I know Poole didn't have a great year back then, but he's on Washington. So Man, I never understood the trade because I'm like Chris Paul never even filled the team for me for real.
But I think they just wanted another floor general there. So I think that's all they were trying to do.
Yeah, but that shit was like ass. Like you got Draymond and Steph has the ball a lot. Like I felt like they did pretty good sharing the like passing duties. And then like to me, they always needed like more size. Like especially in the West, you need size. So it's like I never understood like because they don't got nobody to battle like the Anthony Davises or they don't got nobody to battle Nikola Jokic at all.
They got Trace, that young.
That's a rookie.
He got to develop. Hey man, time to go.
He's there who?
He is cool, but that's a rookie. You can't be putting faith like that in a championship. You trying to be a championship team. You're not the Bulls where you can put faith in a rookie and hope that this nigga elevates one day. Like you trying to win now. You have Steph Curry on your team.
Too late now.
You want Steph Curry to line up and see Tracy. What's his name? Tracy Jackson and something. I don't know.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
But I get it, and I'm not saying that he's ass. He's not ass. I like him as a player, and I think he'll continue to like elevate and be great. But we talking about Curry at the age he is now. We need something for sure. And that's the same thought process I had with Podziemski. Because I'm just like, I think he'd be a great 6-man. But like, why not just get like something for sure? But I could be, they see him day in and day out. Clearly they see something I might not see right now in practice and all that. They probably
bro. I don't know. Who knows?
I believe in Kuminga. I'm not worried about Kuminga. That's why I haven't named him.
And I would say like to answer like the second part of your question, I would say it's definitely Klay because I think to replicate what Curry did for Golden State, like I don't think another coach can use him as good as Kerr did and Mark Jackson. Like I don't think they're going to be able to like, do the exact same thing. I think it's easier to just plug Klay in, as just another piece on a really good established team. Because I think if you move Curry anywhere, like if he does stay on Golden State, let's just say we're talking about that, then I don't see this roster really doing nothing for the next few years. But if he goes somewhere else, you're going to have to give up a lot of assets or potentially go into, like a luxury tax situation with like first or second apron, where it's almost like a win now type of thing.
I will say I gotta, as harsh and crazy as it is to see like a legacy player leave your team, I do gotta give props to the Warriors a little bit because most teams don't make that type of decision. Like they don't let go of like a legacy player like that. They'll let that man stay and make money and be detrimental to the team until, you feel me? And the Warriors was like, nah, we got Curry. Like if you was ass last year, you know?
Let me know
you're not worth it to be the number one priority.
No, it's not like they just let him go. They did offer him something, but it wasn't what he wanted.
I heard this was a story. This is a story. It said when the Mavs offered him the thing, like the money or whatever, he went back to the Warriors and said he would re-sign for 2 years, $40 million, so $20 million per. And they said we can't do it yet. So they were trying to make other moves. So he was like, I'm not waiting.
Yeah, I heard that.
Because you wait too long, the money dry up. Like we see with DeMar right now.
Yeah.
So that's really what it was. They never said they were going to, and they never said they weren't. They just said we can't do it yet. Yeah. So on Klay's part, he's probably like, I'm not about to wait. You feel me? You either want me or you don't. So that's really what it sounded like happened. But yeah, man. I mean, I got to give props to them because like they didn't just fold like off of the basis like this Klay Thompson, and they seemed like they had like the idea of like the bigger picture for the team. You feel me? They didn't just say, it's Klay, he's won us multiple championships, we have to sign him at all costs. And he just like fucks y'all over and like gets like $30 million or something in the last year. Like then you would have been like, fuck, what the fuck, Like you brought up Kobe last time, even though I said Kobe deserved it. That's like legacy contract where it's like it did hurt your team. You feel me? So he deserves it more than Klay. I'm not gonna compare it in, but that's just an example. You feel me? That's just an example. But so I did just bring up DeMar DeRozan. I didn't realize it's the very next one, but I did just bring up DeMar DeRozan, and I also want to talk about Zach Lavine. I just want to know what's going on with the saga that's going on in Chicago Bulls right now, in Chicagoland, man. They seem like they can't trade Zach Lavine. DeMar DeRozan's a free agent, but the money done dried up. Seem like he needs a sign and trade because he don't want to sign for a mid-level exception.
Yep.
Yeah, what my first question is like, what's going on with all that, man? What y'all think is going on? Like, what's really wrong with Zach Lavine, and what's really like the deal with DeMar?
Well, the first thing with Zach is no one's in the market of buying a Zach Lavine. That is the harsh reality of it. Nobody wants a Zach Lavine. I don't get why, but I think from the fact of like, the injuries probably might scare a lot of people, and the fact he's a player that if he was like more of a passer or some person who doesn't need athleticism to really to be effective in the game, then maybe you could probably offer some trades and stuff like for Zach. But right now, it's just nobody want him, bro. It's just nobody wants Zach right now.
Okay. Yeah. I definitely agree with you on that one, bro. I think what it is just his market value is just too low, and it's like most teams right now are probably looking for the two-way players. Mm-hmm. And since he's not a two-way player, he's more just primarily offense. No defense for real. Like you see guys like KCP, they just got 20 million per season and stuff like that. You see, the Knicks went all in on OG Anunoby and Mikal Bridges and shit. They gave up a lot of assets to get those two duo on that team. So I agree with you. I just think there's just no market for him. Same goes with DeRozan a little bit too. Like he's got the mid-range old style type of game to him, and just a lot of teams are just not looking for that.
And see, I don't think that about DeMar though. I feel like what DeMar is, DeMar actually it has market value, but it depends on who actually who's looking forward to DeMar. And I feel like that's more to come through. No. I say because once again I seen too I heard the Lakers are looking at DeMar and the Clippers are looking at DeMar too. Also Golden State is too.
I kind of view that.
Gave up on it with the other moves. So right now it's really the Kings.
Yeah, I was gonna say more like those teams are more just desperate. Like he's just like the last guy.
Well, I mean, I ain't even gonna say that. Like I feel like you was a little too harsh on DeMar. So my thing,
I'm gonna just say this. I'm just being honest. Like I don't think there's a lot of teams that just looking for that. Like,
well, I'm gonna say this. Part of what you say is true. Where I feel like he is a mid-range assassin. He's not like a sharp shooting or like a 3-point shooter for real.
Yeah.
He is super clutch. He's super steady. He plays most of the games. I think there's specific teams that are interested. I think the money just dried up. Like, I think he went out into the market thinking that there was going to be more teams that wanted him. And a lot of teams got the players that y'all just named. OG, Mikal. They went for them 3-and-D wings, and then before he knew it, all the money was dried up. I think if teams still had money right now, DeMar will be signed. And I think he is going to be signed.
Yeah.
I think somebody's going to work out a sign and trade so he can get his money. Like they said, it's between Kings and Heat. That's what Woj said today. But it sounds like the Kings are the front runner. So I think the Kings will ultimately put something together. The thing that they're trying to stay with right now is basically they want to stay under the Kings, for example. They want to stay under the luxury tax, but get DeMar. DeMar wants to get about 20-25 million. He don't want the MLE, which is about 14 million. So he want about 20-25 million. So the Bulls, the Bulls have to sign DeMar to a contract and then trade him to a team. But the problem is the Bulls can't take back no salary. So whoever the Kings want to trade for DeMar, if it's a Kevin Huerter or Harrison Barnes, that's too much money for the Bulls to take back because then they go into the luxury tax. So they need a third team that, let's say they trade Kevin Huerter. Kevin Huerter going to have to go to a third team. So that leaves teams like Pistons or the Jazz or the Spurs who have money. They can absorb the contract, but they'll probably want picks. So they have to like work out this whole thing, right? So I think DeMar will be fine. As far as Zach Lavine, though, it's crazy to me that nobody want him because, like I said, he's not even 30, bro. He's not even 30. And it's like, I know he had a pretty bad season, bad look. People say he got the surgery on his foot because he didn't want to get traded to Detroit.
Tough.
Weird things like that. I saw Rich Paul came out and said, like, stop shitting on my client, basically. Like yesterday, I think he said that statement.
Yeah.
Saying he's been nothing but professional. So they said it would be the worst case scenario for Zach Lavine to return to the Bulls because both sides feel like they were betrayed. So the Chicago Bulls think it'd be the worst case scenario if he comes back. I don't know why teams don't want him. It's maybe the money, it's the injuries, it's the one-sided play, like y'all both brought up, without the defense for real. But I just feel like certain teams could use that bucket getter. Like, I don't see why a team like the Charlotte Hornets don't take a swing on him. I don't see why, especially if you get like a first-round pick from it too. I don't see why a team like the Jazz just don't take him in just to get like some picks. Because like all the picks they own is like other teams' picks.
Yep.
Shit, I don't see why the Nets just don't swap him for Ben Simmons. Like I don't know. Like y'all hate both these niggas.
I'll co-sign it. Shoot, I would accept it.
Because Ben Simmons.
That front court. That backcourt defense would be terrible, but
like they ain't trying to win either. You feel me?
Yeah. We'll take it.
So it's just like, and they don't own each other picks either. Like I'm just curious, like what's really the problem here? Like I feel like it shouldn't be that hard to trade them.
But once again, like we were talking about, bro, like it just has too many glaring weaknesses towards the like on Zach right now. Now,
but like, what about them teams that's desperate? Like, what about them teams with nothing to get?
Ain't nobody, bro. Ain't nobody that desperate now in the league.
Yeah, I was just gonna say like, and then you two bicker all the time about how shitty the Lakers don't have no assets for real. So it's like, is the Bulls really interested in many of the Lakers' assets, or like Warriors?
I think the Warriors
are
they can probably get some cool stuff from them.
The Warriors already signed Buddy Hield and all that other shit. And I think they focus on Laurie marketing. But the Lakers, I actually understand now why they shouldn't go for them. Because think about it. Every time the Lakers go to free agency, they always seem to get a third star that takes up all their money, and then like the rest of the team is fucking ass.
Yeah.
So I'll tell you right now, this is what's going to take to get Zach Lavine on this team. D'Lo, Rui, and Gabe Vincent or Vanderbilt. And then probably, like, you going to give up 3 rotational players for Zach, who might not be healthy, and then is going to, like, basically take up the rest of the money on your team. So now you're going to be signing, like, booty players at the end of the bench. Like, I don't know. You feel me?
Yeah.
It's not terrible, but, like, they've already tried that, like, multiple times with, like, Russell Westbrook. And, like, they always seem to get, like, a third star. And we already talked about how it seems like the NBA is moving to, like, 2 stars and a deep bench.
Yeah.
So you get that third star, and now you the Suns. You know what I mean? I mean, for real.
Yeah.
What if the Suns done this offseason? Like, really nothing. Just, like, marginal shit.
Yeah.
Bobo.
Yeah.
Like nothing for real.
They got what, like Mason Plumlee and what, some Monte Morris.
Yeah, like vet minimum shit. Yeah. Because they don't got no money.
Yeah.
And that's that's why I'm like looking at it, I'm like, I don't think the Lakers want to do that no more. They already learned their lesson from Westbrook.
Yeah, we're, like, like with the Lakers right now, like the situation right now the Lakers are in, it's just Zach Lavine just could not fit in the grand scheme. And the fact Bron just signed that extension too. Yeah, bro. There's no way.
Yeah, like even I used to say the Kings. I thought the Kings would be honestly. I think Lavine fits better than DeMar. I don't really like the fit of DeMar on the Kings. I think they play too fast for him, and he likes to slow it up and do the mid range. And the Kings is like spray out 3 fast break. It could work.
Zach would fit better.
I think so, but then you like the defense to me is the same. I feel like Zach's a better defender than DeMar. Honestly, I think he's a better on ball defender than DeMar. I think DeMar is terrible on defense all around. I think he is, but there's not many teams that really fit either one of them. Like I said, but I just don't see why a team like the Hornets just don't take a swing on them. Like I don't know.
Hey, might as well.
Yeah, they ain't got nothing to lose.
Yeah, like I think LaMelo, Zach, Brandon Miller, Miles Bridges, and Mark Williams wouldn't be that terrible.
Yeah,
it's in the East. They might be able to do something. They be an 8th seed.
They can win like maybe 40 games.
It might get you 8th.
Yeah, playing at least.
Playing.
Like I don't know, man. But my last thing: should the Bulls front office want to get rid of all these mugs? Like, do y'all agree with the youth movement that's going on?
That's kind of tough because it's really up to like, are y'all willing? Like, is the Bulls like? If that's the case,
let me give you this one thing before you answer.
Okay.
The Bulls 2025 pick is owned by the Spurs. It's traded to the Spurs, which they traded to get DeMar in a signing trade. The Bulls keep the pick though if it's top 10. So Cooper Flag is supposed to be like one of the deeper drafts. So knowing that, should they just want to go in on the youth movement and try to like tank, so to speak? To get a top
10. Well, for one, your team already damn near young as hell as it is. So you feel me? Y'all are like starting to like, it's a whole lot of like, not a whole lot, like y'all are starting to like getting rid of Caruso. That was a big one.
DeMar's
gone. And the fact y'all just signed Jalen Smith to you feel me? So like, and he's only 24 years old.
Yeah.
So
and they drafted Buzelis, who's like 20.
Yeah.
So clearly the young thing is definitely about to happen. So I would say probably if you want to take the OKC route and just go younger, and but at the same time,
that core is ass.
Huh?
That core was ass. I mean, once Lonzo went down, Zach DeMar and Vooch mid three, not even the big three. That was the mid three. That shit was pretty ass.
It was.
I mean, I'm cool with it. I'm cool with the youth movement.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think they should go the young route. I've been saying they should get rid of Vooch for like seasons.
You know
now.
what's crazy? I think he's gonna be the last one.
Vooch.
I don't think.
Yeah,
what you can do with him. I don't think it's because he's ass. I don't think it's because like nobody wants him. I just don't think the Bulls are gonna get that much value for him. They're just gonna be like, we might as well just keep him.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
Like I don't really know who's gonna actually give up much value for the dude.
Yeah.
And teams don't got cap space to just absorb him. Like he's $20 million, so it's not terrible. But maybe next season I could see them moving. But this year, I think their hands is full with getting rid of Zach. And then you got Lonzo on this team still too. So it's like you got a couple bad contracts you got before you start thinking about Vooch.
Who knows, bro? Who knows, bro? You might. Lonzo would say he's aiming to showing up for opening night. So.
Yeah, I mean, look, hey, I don't have faith in Lonzo to be no starter ever again or nothing like that. But if he could do some Sean Livingston off the bench type of thing, give him a good 15 to 20 minutes per game off the bench, I could see him doing that, and his career like that. But I don't see him having like a super long career or nothing like that. I see him maybe having one more good little solid role player stint off the bench for probably not us, but maybe the next team he go to. Maybe he go play with LaMelo and come off the bench for him or something.
Yeah,
like backup point guard type shit.
Have like a resurgence in Charlotte or something.
Yeah, like Sean Livingston. That's what I think of in Golden State. Do something like that. But who knows, man? But let's talk about the rest of the stuff. What's your thoughts on the rest of free agency? Any signings or moves that stood out to y'all? Any teams that's been super quiet to y'all? Let's see. We got Celtics re-signing Tatum, Derek White to some long-term deals. Hornets got Josh Green in that 3-team deal that got the Mavs Klay. The Cavs re-signed Donovan Mitchell for 3 years. Pistons re-signed Cade. They got Tim Hardaway Jr. They signed Tobias Harris for 2 years. Warriors got Kyle Anderson, Buddy Hield, DeAnthony Melton. Clippers re-signed Harden. They're looking to trade Westbrook to the Nuggets, maybe. The Clippers also got Batum and Bamba. Lakers, all they did was re-sign LeBron so far. They got re-signed Max Christie, too. Thunder signed Hartenstein. They obviously traded for Caruso earlier. Magic re-signed Goga Batazde, Gary Harris, Franz Wagner. Let's see what y'all thoughts are on his max money. He got 5 years, $270 million today.
You talking about Wagner?
Franz Wagner.
Yeah.
5 years, $270 million.
They really locked him in.
Yeah. They also re-signed his brother Moritz Wagner, and they also signed KCP. A couple other things.
Yeah.
Sixers extended Tyrese Maxey. They re-signed Kelly Oubre. They signed Andre Drummond. They obviously got Paul George, and then Eric Gordon. Spurs got CP3, Chris Paul.
Smart move.
For a year.
11.
And then Raptors extend Scotty Barnes on a max contract as well.
That makes a lot of sense.
Emmanuel Quickly, both on 5-year deals.
Well
so,
deserved.
any of those stand out to y'all, man?
Ain't gonna lie to you. The Pistons one kind of like made me like, huh. I was like, huh.
They took all the rejects.
Yeah, they took all the rejects.
They was getting picks out of it.
And
that's why I said they could be a good little team.
Like,
drop some Zach Lavine on.
I'm like,
So I'm trying to get some picks.
Yeah, he said, I need some picks.
No, they was taking picks to take bad contracts.
Yeah.
I'm saying, hey, if Zach's a bad contract, drop him this little Portland pick we got.
He said, nah.
You feel me?
He said, nah.
And take Zach.
He said, nah, bro, nah. We want consistent players.
Nah, we want Io too. I'm hanging up.
But no, like with the Pistons, bro, I was like, once again, though, they got the reaches, but at the same time, though, they got good regular season rejects who can for sure get you like 25, 30, and like, here on a nightly basis. So like, you feel me? So like, people in Detroit will definitely get their wing stop here and there because I definitely feel like they will definitely be scoring a lot more.
I think you looking at it pretty positively. To me, they got tank commanders. Tim Hardaway Jr., ultimate tank commander.
Yeah.
Niggas a tank commander.
What else?
That's a new one. That's new for me.
Tobias Harris, ultimate tank commander. I mean, they're going to be great at leading the tank, honestly. And the fact that they say, yeah, we're going to take on booty-ass Tim Hardaway Jr. and you give us 4 second-round picks, They came up with them second rounders.
Yeah, they
don't
did.
sleep on them second rounders, bro.
They
Manu
did,
Ginobili
though.
came from them.
Yeah, exactly, bro. That's what I'm saying. With them, it's okay.
They did get the rejects. They said, "Hey, we killing two birds with one stone. These niggas gonna be fucking ass, so we probably gonna get a better pick."
And the contracts are short too. They're like only like 2-year contracts.
Yeah, no, I did think Tobias was crazy. Still, I think it's crazy how a team will pay Tobias Harris fucking $30 million and we tripping about Zach Lavine at 40. The fuck? Come on, bro.
At least he's healthy.
This nigga.
The Zach Lavine unhealthy thing is overblown.
It's not overblown. It is
overblown.
It's the fact, bro. We just talked
He
about it,
played
bro.
72 games 2 seasons
But
ago.
the fact he relies so much on his athletic ability. That's why it's kind of scary. That's why people don't like. That's why people are so scared to be.
You know, I want you to keep that same energy when we got Hayes on next week.
Huh?
Yeah. Since
Okay.
this is the Bulls, guy. We gonna see, man.
Okay, all right. But I definitely say that. Then I want to say, then who else would be quiet, bro? Obviously the Lakers, bro. We just extended Bron. I don't know why we did this whole ruggle around of this.
What?
I don't know, bro. I think it's like something the old people using back in the day.
Wuggle around.
Yeah, like you know. And in fact, we go over to sit there and like, oh man, is Bron gonna stay? We knew Bron was gonna stay.
Yeah, bro. Come on, man.
Yeah,
He's
we
a
knew.
professional capper.
So we knew he was gonna stay. And the fact, and then also like, then I want to go to the Warriors. The Warriors I think they actually did pretty solid. You know, they're pretty solid for like, I think I read it, Klay, you know, signing Buddy Hield, slow-mo and stuff like that. I'm like, okay. So I'm like, all right, so they really got some, like, not the best bench players, but like, you know, definitely some solid bench players you for sure you can use though.
What stands out to me, Celtics getting Tatum and Derek White locked down. We had talked about that a couple pods ago.
Yeah.
I like the Cavs locking down Donovan Mitchell if that's what they want to do. I like everything the Thunder did, getting Hartenstein, obviously getting Alex Caruso earlier.
Oh yeah.
Spurs getting CP3. That was pretty cool. It's only for 1 year too. And then the Sixers, yeah, they got the top player in free agency. So that looks pretty good.
What y'all think about like the Pacers locking down Pascal and Obi Toppin and then acquiring like James Wiseman?
I don't give a fuck about James Wiseman.
You don't think he could be somewhat beneficial?
He
I
could,
think
but
so.
I was looking at tape on him because I was wondering, because before we got Jalen Smith, I wanted like a young backup center.
Yeah.
So I was looking at like, at first I was like, I want James Wiseman. And then I was like, why does he keep bouncing around the league? And then like, when you look into his tape, a lot of it has to do with like his hands. He's not really good at catching like the pick and roll, like when they pass the ball down to him.
Oh,
He's
wow.
also slow on like defensive rotations. And then he don't really use his athleticism as much as he could on the defensive end. So there's things like that. Like he's also not like that great of a lob catcher for the size that he is and the athleticism that he has. So a lot of things like that. It's like the simple IQ, the simple like things that he should be able to do as an NBA player that teams either haven't focused on developing him with,
Yeah.
Warriors, or he just hasn't put in the work to like get better at. So maybe the Pacers is a good opportunity for him.
I think so.
Because Jalen Smith had his best year with them. So maybe with a player like Tyrese Halliburton who can give him the ball, maybe he looks better than ever.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. Then I'm like, oh yeah, damn, like you said about the Pascal and Obi Toppin thing.
Yeah.
I did feel like that for sure, especially for the Pascal. Like, I think it was about this couple pods ago too, about the Pascal re-signing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, so once again with them, that just shows like, oh yeah, Indiana wants to run his back, and you know, and the fact maybe with Wiseman, I don't know, maybe he could like because we were talking about like we did talking about they did needed like a backup big for Turner.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I mean, maybe Wiseman could work with Turner a little bit so he can get better at the whole like you said, being better at the using his athleticism for protecting the rim.
Yeah.
So we'll this is one of the one things I'm gonna keep an eye. I'm gonna for sure keep an eye on next season. Though.
So I'm gonna ask y'all this too. So the Suns getting Monte Morris and Mason Plumlee, do you think Monte Morris should just start at the point guard and then they just bring Beal off the bench? Or like how do y'all think the Suns should go about that lineup now?
I thought they was going to get Chris Dunn. I thought it was going to be a perfect fit.
Yeah.
Like, if they can still get Chris Dunn, that's what I want. But yeah, Monte Morris, he used to be really good.
He did.
With the Nuggets.
Yeah, real good.
I would start him. I want to see Bill off the bench.
Yeah.
I mean, what else do they have to try? I don't like all of them starting.
No,
I don't either.
I like splitting that up a little bit more. Get some more defense in that starting lineup.
Yeah.
Get some more playmaking at the point. That's why I thought Chris Dunn was so perfect because he's a great defender.
Yep.
And he's actually a really good passer. So I don't think he signed with nobody yet. If they can get him, I'm fucking with that. But either way, start Monte Morris. bring Beal off the bench.
Yeah, I agree. I definitely agree with you. I think like they should definitely have like a lineup consisting of like Monte, maybe Grayson Allen at the 2. Then no, I'm sorry, not Grayson Allen at the 2, but Devin Booker. My bad.
Yeah, Ray Booker at the 2.
Yeah. Devin Booker. Then maybe you could throw in like a Royce O'Neal and then KD, and then maybe throw Nurkic in there as like their starting lineup. Yeah, and then bring Beal off the bench.
Yeah, I like that too. Yeah.
I thought Suns was going to do something, get like Chris Dunn and Andre Drummond, and I'd have been like,
no. If they would have did that, I'd have definitely like had a little bit more confidence in them actually being
because I would
like
have fit
better.
Like perfect. Like
yeah.
I'd have like, hey, fuck it, bring Nurkic off the bench.
Yeah. I was gonna say yeah. You get Drummond, just bring him right off the bench.
Yeah, exactly. But I do like the fact that I also got Mason Plumlee too, because he ain't like the best rim protector, but at the same time,
Clippers fans was pretty disappointed. I think Suns fans was like, oh, we got Mason Plumlee, and then Clippers fans was like, that nigga.
But I feel like with Mason Plumlee, he did come over injury though. I think he came over injury. That's why he was barely seen. I think they started playing what was his name? Tice more. So
yeah.
So I think Mason Plumlee, he had some pretty good years in Charlotte though.
You know what's crazy? Who the Suns really need right now is the nigga they traded when they drafted him, Jalen Smith. They need him back.
That's what you needed him for. You feel? Because we all know Nurkic is not no rim protector.
Yeah, rim protector with a 3-point shot.
Yeah. Oof. I don't know how they fumbled that.
I'm looking forward to that, Jalen Smith.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, man.
That big man rotation gonna be crazy.
You think he take Vucevic minutes by the end of the season? It's possible. I would actually love it. I mean, if that nigga could come along and really take minutes from him.
That's what I'm like.
I'm not gonna sit here and act like that's easy though, because Vuce still a damn 18 and 12.
Yeah,
all right?
Yeah. Like he still at least provides a little bit of value.
Yeah. You gotta put some work in if you're gonna take away his Vucevic minutes.
All right, man. So we've been touching on a lot of free agency moves and stuff like that, man. It's the off season. So what teams do you guys think were winners in this offseason, and what teams were losers?
Let me go.
All right, you go.
All right.
Start it off.
These are my winners, man. I'm starting off with the Sixers because they got the top fish in free agency.
Okay,
it's as simple as that
for
for me.
For sure.
And they still got more time to make some more moves, and I'm pretty sure they will.
Yep.
I'm gonna go with the Celtics because I was a little worried that they was about to start losing people just like the Nuggets is doing. So props to them for doubling down and making sure they ain't about to lose no important pieces, specifically re-signing Derek White. I'm going to go with the Brooklyn Nets as a winner. They moved off Mikal Bridges. They got an assload of picks. When we look at the trade of Kevin Durant, James Harden, Kyrie, they done accumulated a lot of picks from all of that.
Yep.
At the end of the day, they recovered from how they got fucked over back in the day when they got Pierce and Kevin Garnett.
That was the worst trade of that decade.
And they got rid of like all their draft assets.
Yes.
And now they've finally come back up and they can let Cam Thomas shoot 50,000 shots.
Yep.
And they don't even really own their own picks, so it don't matter if they win or lose. They gonna get other teams' picks.
Mm-hmm.
Another team I have on here is the New Orleans Pelicans. Getting DeJounte Murray. That was my number one point guard for them to get over like a Darius Garland because of the defense he'll have next to CJ. I also have the New York Knicks because they got hella wings. To me, they are the second most dangerous team in the East right now. With re-signing OG really put it over the top for me.
Yeah.
And then the OKC Thunder because I feel like they filled the exact needs. Like they got perimeter defense with Alex Caruso and a championship pedigree type of guy.
Yeah.
And then they got Isaiah Hartenstein who can be the backup or the starter next to Chet.
Yeah.
Yep.
So he fits great too, and they're both defensive menacing like type players. So those are my winners. My losers, I got Nuggets because they haven't done shit. They lost KCP.
Yeah.
Dumbasses.
Swear.
They're putting a lot of faith in Christian Braun, I guess. The Miami Heat, Pat Riley been sleep. Apparently, haven't seen nothing. They re-signed Kevin Love.
You got narcolepsy, man.
I don't know. The Milwaukee Bucks, they haven't done shit at all.
They re-signed Malik Beasley.
All I'm saying, I will say though, I said this in the beginning. Bucks had no assets, none. They have like 1 second round pick.
Everybody about to get vet minimums around.
Yeah, Bucks is banking on DeLon Wright.
But they can't. But they don't got no picks to trade. They don't got nothing to trade. All they can really do is player for player trades.
Yeah.
And it's like
for Bobby.
But like usually you don't get the same. Like it's just it's like a regular move.
I said, bro,
Player for
Bobby
player.
and Chris Middleton, I'll ship them out right now.
Nobody want Chris Middleton. I'll give you Zach Lavine for him though. Then I'm gonna go Phoenix Suns. That shit was ass. Then I'm gonna go. I have question marks next to these two, Lakers and Clippers, because I don't want to necessarily call them a bad losers. It's underwhelming, I guess. I don't think that they're bad. Like I said, I didn't necessarily want the Lakers to go after a third star, but they haven't really done anything to deepen the bench. So I was still looking for them to get a big, but I wouldn't call them losers. It's a little underwhelming. And then the same for the Clippers. It's you lost Paul George, so you're still just gonna run it back with just Harden and Kawhi. I don't see how that team's better.
Yeah.
And then I have the Bulls and Kings as question marks too, because I know they're still working out something with DeMar. So if the Bulls can get some assets for DeMar, maybe that looks a bit better. If they can get some picks, they kind of fucked up already with trading Caruso straight up for Josh Giddey. So they should have got picks for him. So that kind of makes it iffy. But I also kind of like how they're going a little younger at the same time. So really it comes down to what do you get for DeMar, and can you get Zach the fuck off the team? If they don't get Zach off the team, they're calling that the worst case scenario. I'm going to call it the worst case scenario too, because you don't want an unhappy player on your team. It just fucks up the whole vibe of the young players that you're trying to elevate. Then I have the Kings on here because I have a question mark next to them because I think they'll do something, but as of now they haven't done shit except re-sign Malik Monk. So, but I think they'll do something. But right now, it's a question mark, and they're on my losers list technically.
So on my winners list, like you said, we're gonna start up top heavy. I'm gonna go with Philly, because they got the biggest name out of free agency, Adam Paul George. So we all know that was going to happen. And plus, he said it himself. He wants to go somewhere where it's better for him and his family. So getting the max contract deal, boom, that's great. Then also New York Knicks, they went all in on OG Anunoby and Mikal Bridges. Only thing you say you kind of iffy about is that they did give a Hardenstein, but it is sometimes you're gonna have to lose a little bit just to win a lot. So that's one thing. So I'll give them that. Then Boston keeping their main court, their same 6 guys still there. But at the same time, eventually that problem is going to show up eventually down the line, but it ain't gonna be nowhere near soon.
Oh yeah.
All them contracts, so it ain't gonna be a problem now, but eventually it will be. Then another winners. I'm about to say I ain't gonna say they're winners. I'm gonna say they ranked. I'm gonna say the Golden State Warriors. They got a Klay Thompson's contract.
You ain't really a big fan of their moves, huh?
Cause bro, it actually does make sense. I'm okay, they went and got Slow-Mo. You feel me? Who's not bad on defense. Actually can knock down threes. Also got Buddy Hield. You had said earlier that him and Steph are have made the most threes for the past 5 years. So you lost a shooter, which and Klay, but at the same time you still got not a high knockdown shooter, but you still got a real respected shooter in the game.
Oh yeah.
So you definitely did that. So I definitely call them their rankers. Then I'm gonna have to go also with Orlando. I'm going their winners too. I just found out they paid Franz Wagner, so they're all in, and they went and got KCP. Yeah. So yeah, so we said their defense was crazy this last year. So next season. Ooh, can't wait to see how that goes.
Oh yeah,
that's gonna be purgatory for any team that go against them. Any team, I don't care. It could be Boston, Philly. You're gonna have a hard time against Orlando, no matter who you are. Then the losers, oh man, this was kind of not really hard, but
it was tough for you.
Tough because for one, I'm starting with my bro, starting with my team, the Lakers.
I'm about to say, put your team on
first. I said the Lakers. Lakers first. Lakers was the first.
I wasn't as harsh.
I might have to say, bro, because we didn't do anything. Only thing we did, bro, was sign JJ Redick, and that's
as a coach, not even a bench piece. I guess he is a bench piece technically.
He is a bench piece. You got to be on that bench, give us plays. So
brother, suit up. Y'all got Don Connect. Y'all got shooter.
Yeah, you feel me? Then Bron getting once again Bron taking the extension. So now we're definitely ain't about to get no another big name piece in there.
Ain't no niggas left.
Ain't no, so yeah, that's it. Then I'm also then the Clippers too. because y'all let Paul George go. You're running it back with Kawhi and James Harden. Like, in your fact, like, y'all fucked yourself so bad that the fact y'all had to do this because there was no other choice. And you went out there and got niggas Batum and Mo Bamba.
Why Nick Batum keep running from Paul George?
I have no idea.
A lot of Sixers and Clippers players just.
I noticed that too. I'm like, what is this? I'm like, what is this? I noticed that too. I'm like, what is this?
They must have a group chat. they're like, hey, I'll play there next year. You come over here.
He says, hey, how the food?
Same time next year?
I swear.
He said, how the weather out there? Man, he said, all right. But then also, other winners. Oh my God, I got one other winner. And the Dallas Mavericks too.
Okay,
Went out there. Got Klay.
Your winner or your loser? Cause I thought you was on your loser.
I said no. They know like I was on my loser list, but then I'm like, damn, fuck, I forgot.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, Dallas on my winner list. Then a lot of other losers. Then Denver for sure. Denver to me might be the biggest losers. Because like fact y'all did nothing different. Let KCP go. The fact you probably like even the issue like the contract was the same. So what was it that made KCP say, you know what, I do not want to run it back with this team?
Probably when Booth, the GM, came out and said we'll be fine even if we lose KCP. I don't know if y'all saw that.
Really?
He said we'll be fine even if we lose KCP because we got Christian Braun.
Oh my God.
So that probably made KCP say, all right, well
he's an idiot.
Yep.
I'll go to Orlando. Fuck Denver. No offense to people in Denver, but it's Florida.
It's Florida. It's Orlando.
He probably didn't the tax. Your tax. You do get more money on your checks, so that could be a thing too. $20 million in Orlando is going to stretch a little farther than $20 million in Denver.
And they ain't going to stretch in Boston.
Oh yeah.
But for me, I'm gonna start off my winners list with the Brooklyn Nets. I think it was very impressive how they were like the laughing stock for all the moves they've made for the last few years, and then they flipped it and got all their stuff back. I think that was very impressive. I thought Sean Marks was pretty much impressive and flawless in that one day. You know what I'm saying, when he made those moves. Yeah. Obviously, Celtics, Knicks, and Sixers all made good moves and are winners in this offseason. But I think the team that actually won and made the best moves in this offseason was the Oklahoma City Thunder. Mm-hmm. I think the Isaiah Hartenstein, it was a bit overpay for him, but I thought it was a good overpay. Yeah, you know what I mean? I thought it was actually a pretty decent overpay for real. And then it's obviously you got Isaiah Joe and Aaron Wiggins coming back on those team friendly deals, which I thought was very smart. And then Caruso, who is probably the best perimeter defender in the game, And then my other winner,
one of them.
Yeah,
one of them.
I don't know. I can make a case that he is.
But
Jrue Holiday got a argument about that, and so do her.
He do though.
Right.
He do.
But they're all top 5 to me.
Yeah. You can switch them for real. Yeah. But the other winner is the Orlando Magic. They kept most of their core together. They needed the shooting, and they went and got KCP. He shot what was it? He shot 32% from 3 in the playoffs. Wasn't all that good, but in the regular season, in the regular season, his true shooting percentage was 60%. So he was pretty efficient throughout the most of the regular season this year. I think it was even his percentage even jumped up when it was the regular season. I think it was like 41% or something like that. It was pretty up there. But I thought that was definitely one of the more underrated moves of this offseason, the Magic. And then the Cavaliers keeping Donovan Mitchell. I think if a team loses like a star like that, it's always them being losers. So I get it. Like maybe Donovan Mitchell and Garland aren't the best duo that doesn't work together, but like them keeping Donovan Mitchell, I think is probably the safest option they could have went with, in my opinion.
Yeah.
But as for the losers, I have Golden State on here as first. And the only reason why I have Golden State on here is because, you lose a franchise player in Klay Thompson, and then you fail to make a trade or get any type of person that can kind of, make you guys competitive. I like the fact that they did get some role players back, but I still call them losers just because they failed with the trades. They didn't set out to actually do what they wanted to do. That was their main primary objective, was to get a Paul George, and they didn't.
Yeah. Trying for Laurie. If they get Laurie, does that change it?
It would, because at least they got somebody. You know what I'm saying? At least they got somebody.
Yeah, that's an all-star.
Yeah.
And then I got Denver as the second loser on here, and I honestly kind of saw this coming. I knew once they lost Bruce Brown and Jeff Green, and they just really didn't care the last offseason. I'm like, they're only probably gonna not make any moves in the next offseason because like
that small market shit, bro.
Yeah,
they don't want to pay. Like Celtics dish it out already.
Yeah.
But Nuggets is like, yeah, we ain't paying all that.
It honestly kind of pisses me off because it's like I like Christian Brown. But it's like it's the fact that like you have Christian Brown still, but you lost Reggie Jackson.
Can you blame the second apron scaring teams? Maybe.
Yeah. Because and I was gonna even say this.
Because
like
what happened in the second apron? You lose draft picks. Mm-hmm. Like I think you lose your draft pick. You can't accumulate contracts to trade for one player.
Yep.
You lose your MLE completely. Mm-hmm. Like taxpayer, all that shit is gone. I mean, that shit's pretty aggressive.
And it's weird too, because I just look at
that's hella Uncle Sam right
like
there.
you can't do shit.
I just
damn thing.
If you go in the second apron, you better be damn sure you got your team right.
Yeah, yeah.
That's your team.
Yeah,
because you can't draft, you can't sign with MLE, you can't combine two players to grab one player. Like no, you better make.
That's why the Knicks pretty much lost Hartenstein. You know what I'm saying? Like they could only offer him like I think it's 17-something million. Mm-hmm. It's the same thing with Malik Monk over there on the Kings. Mm-hmm. They could only really offer him 17 million for real. But another team that isn't in that second apron bracket could just come in and offer him 30 million or whatever. But anyway,
Kings real cheap though. They avoiding the whole tax the first apron.
Yeah.
They ain't even close to the second one. They said we ain't even going in the first one. They just like the Bulls.
Yeah, they playing it hella cheap.
Yeah, they're gonna play their big names. That's it.
That's why niggas don't even want Zach for real. If Kings got Zach, they gonna be first apron tax team for sure. Mm-hmm. Said fuck that, we ain't going tax for him. But my fault.
You know, you good. And then I got Lakers on here. Yeah. Just because I mean, you guys almost feel like losers almost every offseason. like I'm just gonna say it, bro, because like the high expectations you guys put on like people that are gonna come there just because it's LA. Like I get it, LA is cool, but it's like, bro, y'all need to quit assuming that everybody's just like, oh yeah, LA is just the spot to go. Like I don't know, bro. I don't know. I always that always makes me mad.
That's how the people run it. They feel like people should just come there because it's LA.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. And then they treat people like dog shit. Like come on. And it's like Bron even went out and it was a rumor, but it was rumored that Bron was willing to take a pay cut to have a person come there, and still nobody came.
$20 million pay cut. But the thing is, though, they looking for players like Klay and DeMar.
Yeah,
they not trying to make $13 million.
Yeah, I know.
Like that's a under. That's not they, bro. They worth more than that.
Yeah.
But my question, okay, but before you go on, my question to both of y'all: what the fuck could the Lakers have done though?
What could they have done?
Traded Bron.
Be realistic.
I ain't realistic.
No. Trading Bron was probably never an option because they were probably planning on getting Bronny. Yeah. So like that was never an option.
Like, what could they have actually even done, bro?
Like to actually change the roster?
Yeah.
The only thing they could have possibly done is be willing to let go of Austin Reeves, or probably move AD.
Yes.
If they actually wanted to change something, at least come up off of Austin Reeves for some stuff.
I say not AD,
but maybe not move AD. But I'm saying like
they will vandalize.
Cause like nobody's gonna want fucking D'Lo. Nobody's gonna want Rui. Nobody cares about Jared Vanderbilt or Gabe Vincent. You know, nobody really cares about y'all assets. So
would you have done that D'Lo, Rui, and Gabe for Zach? You just would have did it?
No.
You said that you switch up every week because
I know he wasn't. I know he's not gonna do it.
See, I'm not that high on Zach, but
because I'm trying to figure out what the fuck would they have done. I don't know what they could have done. Like free agency, the free agents they wanted was just making more than the mid level. Like Klay was probably their best chance to actually get somebody.
Yeah,
but he said the lights was too bright.
Yeah. I heard he just wanted a fresh start. Like he didn't want to go.
Much.
Yeah,
it felt like the Warriors.
Yeah, that's what I heard
crazy.
too. I also heard that LeBron actually tried to like call him at like early in the morning, like 6 a.m. But that's just a rumor. You know.
You said what?
Him and Rob Pelinka both tried to call on some free agency hit.
Oh, really? That was actually true.
Allegedly.
Okay.
But yeah, I don't know what they could have did. I don't know what they could have did.
Yeah, me neither. Last team I got on here is the Clippers. I just think it's very I just think their team just looks really ugly right now. I mean, I don't. You guys know how I feel about James Harden anyway. You know, he's in a second option role, and I told you he's probably a third option at this point in his career. So
Yeah.
I'm surprised no Kings on either of your list. You just waiting to see what they do?
I mean, they kept Malik Monk, so like I can't fully call them just straight up losers, but you know,
You'll see.
But all right. So I wanted to do a blind ranking with you guys. I'm a name 5 point guards. I want you guys to blindly rank them. I'm gonna just throw out the name, and you guys can tell me if they go into the first spot 1 through 5.
Track?
Oh, I'll keep track of it on here. So like when you guys say, like, if I name a person and you guys like, I think he would fit at 4.
So me and him are agreeing on one spot.
Yeah.
So we're basically agreeing like okay.
We're just gonna pick one spot. That makes it simpler.
Yeah.
sure.
Yep.
This is gonna be funny.
I was like, we're gonna be putting that different. How are you gonna keep track of all that?
Yep. All right. So first player I got up here is Gary Payton.
I'm gonna go 5.
It depends on who this list is, though. Who's on this list?
I know.
That's the glove, bro. I'm gonna say 4.
4.
I want to say.
Do you agree with him on that or no?
Cause I don't know. Like, first of all, Gary Payton, the first name off the jump.
We're gonna give you this. We'll go 4.
Go 4.
Okay, 4. All right. The second player I have on this list, and these are all at their best. So best. Yep.
So this is so supersonic Gary Payton.
Oh yeah, hell yeah. All right. The second player I got on this list is Tony Parker.
5th.
5th?
So Tony Parker and Gary Payton. I'll slap you right now in front of the cameras. I'll slap the dog. You better not put Tony Parker over Gary Payton.
I am so fucking weak.
How do you feel?
Hey. I mean, I got the list right here in front of me, so I can't really comment too much.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying? Hey, it just goes off of I'm
going 3, but we can go 5.
Y'all know.
Wait,
I'm going. I feel 3 though. I feel like he better.
Over Gary Payton.
Yeah.
The one Michael Jordan talking about, he was like, he made that. All right, okay, 3rd. Okay, you know what? We go 3. We go
3. Okay, all right, 3. All right. Third player I have on here is Gilbert Arenas.
Oh fuck.
AJ. This is a wonky ass point guard list.
It is. I know it is. I made this
because Gary Payton at least top 10 all point guards of all time.
Yeah. 5.
5 for Gilbert. Okay.
Oh no, wait. Are we allowed to switch any of these people?
No.
That's
the whole point.
So we're locked.
Yes.
Damn.
Yes. Like these are locked. These are locked. Yeah. These are locked.
Okay.
All right. The next player I have is Jason Kidd.
2.
Okay. All right. And the last player I have on this list.
Who's the last person?
Hey, I ain't gonna lie to you. Y'all, it's Derrick Rose.
I feel good about one.
I know your ass feel good about one. I know he's gonna be pissed.
I feel good about it.
I know he's gonna be pissed.
Damn it!
Now I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna tell you this. At his best, he's better than all them niggas, in my opinion.
I'm gonna say this. I can make an argument. I can make an argument
at his best, at their best.
I can make an argument that he's only better than probably one person on this list. Derrick Rose, which is Gilbert Arenas. That's probably the only guy that I could realistically say he's probably better than.
You was talking about skill, right?
Yeah.
I'm not looking at accomplishments because clearly not. Yeah. We talking about at their best. To me, Derrick Rose is
not number 1.
Is better than all of them.
Over Tony Parker.
Yes.
Cause kid got something to say, and I believe Tony Parker has at least something to say.
Derrick Rose at his fucking best.
Yeah, it was good. But think about these niggas at their best.
Yeah, bro.
Fuck them niggas.
Yeah.
like Jason Kidd led the Brooklyn Nets to 2 NBA finals, bro. Like in his prime, bro. And Gary Payton, made it all the way to like the conference finals or whatever. Like, or no, the finals too. Yeah. Gary Payton made all the finals.
Gary Payton is a champion.
Yeah. You're not lying. But yeah, the only person I'd say Derrick Rose is probably better than on this list would probably be Gilbert Arenas.
I'm like for real. Like I would literally say Derrick Rose is like, I'll say he's probably he probably number 3. Personally, I'll say he was number 3 on my list.
Well, I mean, that's fair. I thought you was gonna say some bullshit like 5th. Like,
No. But I'm like, when you said Derrick Rose, I'm like,
is that your only list?
I have another one on here.
Yeah, let's do one more.
Okay, all right, for sure. All right. This is
So wait, hold on. So wait, what is your list? What does your list consist of?
Oh yeah, sure.
What's your what is your ranking for your list?
Mine. I have Jason Kidd at 1, Gary Payton at 2. Then I have TP. Then I have Rose. Then Gilbert. Or no, I'm sorry. Yeah. Rose. Then Gilbert. That's what I have for that.
Rose
list.
is at 3.
Rose is at. I don't know, bro. I can't. I think you sleeping on. I think you sleeping on Tony, bro.
But I'm not sleeping on Tony. But I'm just saying,
Tony was a motherfucker.
we talk about them individually as players at their best.
Yes.
Tony was a motherfucker.
Yes.
You
Tony,
put Derrick Rose on that Spurs team, they are crazy elite.
They are though, but like I think.
No, Derrick
let me
Rose
say
was not
this.
knocking on threes like Tony Parker was.
Let me say this.
Tony
I think
Parker was hitting middies for more than threes. Derrick Rose was shooting more threes than Tony Parker.
I think the role that Tony Parker did play on that squad could not have been perfected better.
That's true.
Like Rose
it was the system.
Rose
I think Pop would have made it work.
Yeah, if we were just strictly just looking at like talent, you know, he probably is one of the most talented on this list.
That's what I'm looking at. I don't mean no disrespect to the accolades and the things that these other players accomplish. I'm looking specifically at the skill of this nigga. But I'll say though, Jason Kidd and Gary Payton though, like you may have a little bit of argument there for TP, but like I think Gary Payton and Jason Kidd are just above Rose. No I
matter
won't sit
what.
here and argue them.
Yeah.
My bias is gonna put him above him though.
Yeah,
but I'm not gonna argue nobody like that. That's just stupid. I'm arguing TP though. I saw him bust TP ass consistently. I saw it firsthand.
For sure. All right. So next blind ranking list. Okay. First up, I have Jamal Murray.
If Jamal Murray is your haymaker, is your first.
Go 5. Low key, I do want to go 5.
5.
I'm like not confident in putting him anywhere high.
5.
He's 5.
He gonna say some crazy shit, bro.
5.
He could be like Jeff Teague.
No. I thought about throwing something like that in here, but no.
Okay.
Second player is Trae Young.
2. No,
2?
wait.
2?
3.
I'm going 4.
4.
Trae Young?
You want to go 3?
Yeah. Trae Young is an all-star, and he also made it to the Eastern Conference Finals with a bunch of role players.
I mean, if you want to go 3, I chose the first, so we can go 3.
3? Okay. All right. Next player I have is Jalen Brunson.
Got to be 2 now.
2. That's 2. He's 2. He's 2.
All right. Next player is De'Aaron Fox.
I told you we should win Trae Young 4. I told you we should win Trae Young 4 because I would put De'Aaron at 3. I would put De'Aaron at 3, honestly. Now I gotta go 1. Now I gotta go 1 for De'Aaron.
1. Okay.
1.
For
yeah,
sure.
1.
Last but not least, Tyrese Maxey.
Oh, 4. 4.
Yeah, 4 is all that's left.
No, but like it makes sense though. Like you like
if you guys were to change some of these right now.
Who was the first one again?
Jamal Murray.
Jamal Murray would probably be like number 4 for real.
No, I fuck with him at 5th. Tyrese at 4. I fuck with Trae Young.
You said at 3.
3.
Then Jalen Brunson at 2. De'Aaron Fox at 1.
I would actually put Jalen Brunson 1.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
2.
I think probably
Fox 2.
The only 2 I would probably change is probably De'Aaron Fox and Jalen Brunson. I don't know. I would put Maxey at 3 personally. I would do it. Yeah, because I would go Brunson, Fox, then I would go Maxey, then I'd go Trae Young.
See, I'm not going Maxey over Trae Young because Trae Young is just such an elite passer. Like, he's so damn elite.
But
But his shot selection is fucking atrocious.
Yeah, and I just think Maxey just provides a little bit more. Like he can do most of what Trae Young does. I get it. You got it got me on the passing and stuff, but I think his speed, his quickness, you know what I'm saying, his athleticism and shit like that, it kind of weighs out a little bit, and he's probably a little bit better defensively.
But we haven't really seen it like that. But Trae Young, like he's shown like he.
And it's like and Maxey had a great year last year. Like he had a great year.
But I never seen. But think about it though. This was Tyrese Maxey's first year, bro, to actually do something on his own while Joel Embiid was out, and he did not accomplish that. Trae Young,
no, he wasn't that impressive when Joel went out.
Yeah,
it was not that impressive.
But I mean,
show he can be by himself and still ball out.
His overall season though was really good though.
One season.
Like
I hear you, but it still just one.
I mean, to me, Trae Young,
Jamal Murray though. I put him above Jamal Murray because. Yeah.
No, he was ass this year. Yeah, Jamal Murray's ass.
Yeah, that's a bit like De'Aaron, like Jalen. That's a tough one for real.
What between Fox and Jalen? Yeah,
so that's a tough one.
I have a hard time making that switch too.
I'm going Brunson.
I mean, personally, I'm going D Fox personally.
I gotta go Brunson just to give him respect.
Very biased. Very biased.
Because I know you're a De'Aaron Fox fan, but I've been singing Brunson, like I've been talking about Brunson this whole year.
Yeah.
I almost made it my stand on business king.
So all right, bro. So that was fun though. I like that.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna get more different with him. Maybe we'll do something like trios or something next time.
Man, yeah, for sure. But I just know that D Rose shouldn't use this female.
Hey, that second list we got way closer though.
We got way closer for yo. That's like we were more like.
Yeah, I told you we should have swapped that. But whatever.
We were see on that one. All right, man. So last topic of the day, man. You know what? But I'm gonna do something different. Yeah. I want to go down memory lane, not memory lane, but like pick y'all brains a little bit, to understand like how y'all really rocking and stuff like that. So. Is there what name me y'all players y'all never seen watch before y'all time or before y'all started watching basketball? Y'all would have loved to see play in real time, but y'all if you could have had the opportunity to.
Bro, I would have loved to see Wilt Chamberlain play just because of all the crazy stories that we've heard about this man. Mm-hmm. Like I think somebody had told me that he used to dunk his free throws or some shit like that, and then they changed the rule. And then there was somebody that told me that he grabbed a rebound one time off the top of the backboard. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Like some of the stuff that I've heard about Wilt, bro. I'm like, this dude must have been a crazy player. Would you see him?
I see so I can see if it's cap.
Bro, no, bro. I think I told you this, bro. No, bro. People really understand, bro, how freakishly talented, gifted Wilt Chamberlain was.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I think they understand. A lot of that should be sounding outlandish, though.
No, bro. I'm gonna break it down.
100 points, no footage.
See, and that's what I'm saying. If we were there and aware of it, I would have loved to see him do that.
Yeah, bro. Because think about
if he did it.
Because think about it, bro. This man benched. What was it like? I think they said he benched 500 pounds in his 30s.
Yeah.
Outran Jim Brown, who was the fastest running back in the NFL at that point in time, and did it twice. And Jim Brown did not like that. And this man was a gold medalist in I think it was in beach volleyball.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
That nigga did everything.
So it was dog was freaky. Was really freaky.
Jack of all trades.
And I'm like, maybe the 100 points wasn't that far fetched.
I wouldn't put it past
not
him
because he was probably dominating.
Yeah, I wouldn't put it past him for real. Another guy I got here is Julius Erving. He's one of my.
That probably was box office back then.
Yeah, he's probably one of my favorite all time players. Like we would go throwback and shit. I definitely want to see him do that little layup that he, that little signature layup where he brings it around the. Yeah, I definitely would love to see him do that. But also, I would love to see him do the free throw line before we seen Jordan do it. I don't know if there is any footage out there. I don't even think I've seen that before.
I think it is a footage.
It is footage out there? Okay,
I'm pretty sure it's footage.
Yeah, I would love to see him do that.
Inspired the greats of our greats.
Yeah, like definitely. I definitely would have loved to see him play. Definitely.
That's a good one.
Yeah. Magic Johnson. I'm gonna say Magic Johnson. I just want to see him do all the flashy passes and flashy dribble moves that he used to do back in the day. I think he was a very creative player, ahead of his time type of player. Would have loved to witness that.
That is tough though. He one of mine. He one of mine too.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And I got Dominique Wilkins on here. I would have loved to see him in a dunk contest. You could watch it online, but I'm saying like witnessing it probably was crazy. Like people like it was unheard of the type of dunks that he was doing back in the day, especially with the power he was throwing down these dunks, bro. Like people said when he would throw down a dunk, you would like hear it. Like you would hear it in an arena. If people were even cheering, you would hear it. Like, yeah, dead ass. Like he almost threw down. Like the only person that I could say dunked harder than him was probably Daryl Dawkins. Yeah. If you guys ever heard of him, but like Daryl Dawkins was a crazy dunker too, crazy dunker. And I got Kareem Abdul-Jabbar on this list.
I fuck with that.
Yeah.
You want to see this the sky hook in person?
Yeah, I do want to see the sky hook, but I got him on here, but I do got him and Oscar Robertson also because I want to see Mr. Triple Double before it was popular. And I want to see how he was actually like playing and doing that.
Like actually, like making it like because he actually was effective. Doing that.
Yeah. Like I want to see how he just did it. You know what I'm saying? Like I think that would be crazy to see. And then last but not least, I have Bill Russell on here.
Okay.
I think I've heard a lot of stories of his like crazy hustle plays. Like I heard he used to like block shots and then he would smack it to his teammate and then it would go like halfway down the court and then his teammates would pick it up, get a layup, and then it would be an assist. Like it would count as an assist. So I would love to see him play. Obviously, I would love to see how he guarded Wilt Chamberlain also because like how the hell did you stop him? And you're like undersized, but Bill Russell taps out my list.
Yeah, I mean, you touched on a lot of them. Obviously, MJ is on my list.
Oh, yeah.
Jordan.
Oh, yeah.
Got to see that just so I can compare in real time, him compared to seeing LeBron the whole time.
Oh, yeah.
Actually have, legit talking points on that.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see Larry Bird because they used to say like he would literally make like damn near every shot. So I just want to see like the dumb shit he would make. I just want to see like how much he reminds me of like a Luka or something.
Yeah, okay.
Just curious to see, and I'm curious to see like how his defense is. Like I would compare it to like the athleticism of today.
Yeah.
I want to see Wilt, of course, same reasons you said. See if he's really as the legends say.
Yeah.
Bill Russell. I just want to see if he's as good as the legends say, and how dominant he really was back then.
Yeah.
And same thing. You brought up a good point about his matchup versus Wilt.
Yeah, that was probably a crazy matchup back then. Like stadiums were probably flooded, bro.
Yeah, definitely. And then I got Julius Erving on here too, since like I said earlier, he was the great. Like they were looking up to him. So I just want to see what made him shine to them so much. The trends that he started that don't get talked about enough.
Okay, yeah.
Hakeem Olajuwon, I just want to see what his moves look like back then. I saw a couple of his things where I'm like, oh, he looked a little cool. And then I know today, Hakeem's actually probably one of my bigs. Like I feel like you could plop in today's game and he actually would have adapted crazily good. Like he probably would have been busting threes and shit. Like he'd have been going crazy. I just feel like he would have worked pretty good. And then Kareem, I just want to see those crazy ass sky hooks. See what that's hitting for, and just feel defeated that you can't stop it. That's what I just want to see.
Oh, for sure.
But yeah, I mean, honestly, there's a bunch of them. You can say Magic Johnson. You can say just a bunch of people. But that's what I'm gonna go with. All them people, by the way, were before my time. MJ played like a year after I was born, so I don't remember that. But yeah, I'm gonna go with them.
First person I want to see for sure is Magic Johnson. That's the first person I would have loved to see him like back in real time, bro, because he brought the NBA back to his glory than what it was. All them flashy passes and stuff like that. The little.
Oh yeah.
You feel me? I would have loved to see all that going on.
I swear.
You feel me? I would have loved to see that for sure, man. For sure, like you said, y'all took Wilt Chamberlain, bro. I just want to because I bet, bro, like when he stepped on the court, I bet it was just. You was just saying, "Oh, I can believe a person is doing this."
Yeah,
for sure. Then definitely wanted to see MJ too, though, bro. I definitely wanted to see because I bet like he was definitely because how people rave about him, bro, like back in the day, like how he was. I bet it was just like this ain't like calling what the Black Jesus, they like Jesus and sneakers.
Yeah,
that was like calling him, bro. I'm like he was over there this dunking from the free throw line. Definitely would love to see that. They also I wanted to see Orlando Magic Shaq.
Orlando Magic Shaq.
Yeah.
Okay.
You feel me? Because we wasn't born around that time, so we have no clear idea of how dominant that he was. Because they said if Shaq would have stayed in shape like how he was, like he wasn't like the Lakers was, they said he could shoot, put the ball on the ground, and actually like, bro was like hella dominant
Mobile.
still.
Yeah.
So I would have loved to see Shaq like at that point in time. And also Dennis Rodman. I would have loved to see the worm, bro. I would have loved to see the worm, man.
Hey, bad boys Pistons. Bro, I would have loved to see them play.
Man, just whooping everybody ass.
Yes, bro. Hey, bro. I guarantee, like going to those games, bro. You would have literally seen the most hustling motherfuckers ever, bro. Like, oh my god, bro.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, bro. See a couple elbows thrown, couple drop kicks, couple sweet chin musics.
Swear,
sweet
bro.
Chin music.
What was that center? They had that white dude, Bill Laimbeer, bro. He was roughing people up, bro. Bill Laimbeer.
I think it was bro. I think I forgot who punched. I think it was Kareem, or I think Kareem punched him because he had this some. So it was a dirty play. It was a dirty play for sure.
Yeah,
it was a hell of a dirty play, and he got his shit stuck. But yeah, them Detroit team was hell. I would have loved to see it. I wanted to see that for sure. Team had no talent. It was hey, we'll beat your ass though.
That's how they beat. That's how Detroit teams are rough.
Hey, I bet you going to like Supersonics games was probably lit back then too. Back in the 90s, bro, with like Kemp and Peyton.
Oh yeah, bro. Kemp Kemp did either like them dunks. That would have been tough too.
Yeah.
Them dunks from Kemp would have been crazy. That would have been crazy. I randomly want to see Artis Gilmore. But I don't know if I want to see him in person. I might just look it up on YouTube. I'm just curious. I don't know much about him, but I know he's pretty big, bro.
I got a weird one like that too. I want to see Alex English. All right, because he was like the leading scorer in like the 80s. So I'm like, I want to see what he was doing.
I want to throw in Muggsy Bogues.
Okay,
I was thinking about Muggsy.
Yes, Muggsy, definitely. Like, that's another guy.
I want to love to see Muggsy, bro.
Like, how was he getting buckets?
Yeah, I swear, bro.
He was so fast and small. Like, nobody's getting in front of that.
Yeah, little Muggsy Bogues, man.
Oh, God, bro. Definitely say him. Then probably Penny Hardaway, too.
Penny Hardaway, yeah. Okay. Yeah. Penny definitely would have been a watch.
I'd say Shaq in his prime, even though I wasn't really paying attention when he was, like, really in the league like that yet.
Yeah.
So maybe Magic Shaq.
Yeah.
Or even LSU Shaq. Shit.
Yeah,
I'll go back to college.
Sure.
see what he was looking like.
Definitely see Larry Bird too. Though, like the fact. That fact. We guys ask that question: is Larry Bird really a shooter? Or is he not a shooter? Then that would have made me go like, you know what? He is a shooter. We gotta consider him a shooter.
Yeah. I want to see if John Stockton's assists were real.
Okay.
What do you mean by that?
I heard some of them were stat patty. I heard
him and Malone were just farming them though. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they were just running that play back to back, and teams were just like, oh yeah, we don't know how to stop this. And
so they made Mike.
I don't want to see Malone.
Yeah.
But at the same time though, you got to see Malone if you want to see John Stockton's stats.
They had that play. John Stockton had to play by himself a couple times. They both some motherfuckers. But yeah, that's all I got, man. That's all I got.
For sure, man.
And I wanted to see Doc
Rivers.
Man.
You want to see Doc Rivers, bro?
Oh man.
Back on the Hawks, bro, with Dominique, bro.
What about Darvin Ham?
Almost forgot about him.
What about Billy Donovan? Like one season. Oh man.
I'm weak, bro.
Oh, weak as fuck.
Yeah.
I be forgetting about them. Tyronn Lue.
Yeah. We remember Tyron.
Oh yeah. I forgot about that. Yeah.
Hey, to be fair, bro, you tricked.
Okay. Oh yeah. Sure.
You ain't get crossed over. Stop putting that narrative out there.
Yeah. Oh nah.
All right, man. Y'all got anything else to add, though, man?
Nah.
Cool. It's a good episode, man.
Good episode. All
right, man. Hey, y'all like, subscribe, hit the notification bell to stay up to date with all of our new episodes that we dropping every weekend, man. Follow us on our social medias. We on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, @HoopsLegionPod. And if y'all want to leave a voicemail, like I said at the beginning, or a text message, any basketball takes, any opinions, anything you want us to react to, the number is 567-686-8230.
Yes, sir.
And next week we got a little special, surprise. Hopefully, if everything work out correctly, we got a little special surprise for y'all. A little guest that we're gonna bring on. You know, we're gonna try to get some more guests on throughout this offseason, spice it up a little bit, get a different voice on here. So it's just one of many others that are lined up. So hopefully that everything works out with that too. We're gonna be in a different location. If it does work out, we're gonna be in Columbus in a different location. So it's gonna be a little different background and
different
stuff
scenery.
like that. So it's gonna be cool. But we appreciate y'all listening, vibing with us. You know, rocking with us. And as y'all already know, I'm Vaughn.
I'm Antho, a.k.a. the internet's biggest hater.
And this is... Dang. Dang.
Yeah, got nothing this week.
Huh? No, I did that last. I did already. Oh, I got you. And this is billionaire, philanthropist, Tony Stark.
Okay.
This motherfucker.
Thought he was gonna go Courage the Cowardly Dog.
I mean, things are due for love.
And this is Who's Legion, and we out.
Peace.